Mum needs the transplant within 72 hours or they're moving her to palliative care. I need £50,000, Dad. I wouldn't be here if there was any other way.
Richard.
She's your wife, Dad. She was your wife for 20 years. Whatever happened...
How to make a microdrama with AI. Full lesson, real season. The show on my screen is The Double Life of My Billionaire Husband. 10 episodes, 90 to 120 seconds each, made by 3 people in 3 working days. A desperate bride, a husband who is secretly a billionaire, and an audience that knows what she does not. The story it adapts has been binged 500 million times in its original form. By the end of this video, you will know every step, because microdrama is where AI video meets its honest exam. Not one good episode, but a season of them. The theory first, because it explains every step that follows. Seasons fail for 3 stacking reasons. Memory. Every generation starts from 0. Nothing remembers your cast or your look, so a human reattaches references hundreds of times per season. Drift. It compounds per episode. One miss and the face shifts. One stale reference and the look changes mid-arc, and binge viewers catch it instantly. And the cue? Everything moves through one person serially in a volume format. So write this down. How to make a microdrama with AI is not a generation question. It is a production management question, memory, consistency, and parallelism at season scale. Invideo Agent solved that exam for us, and I say that as someone who failed it the old way first. Inside Invideo Agent, the season is one project, and the project remembers Bible, character sheets, locations, and visual rules lock into context. The project's memory. Every shot generates against the locks and gets checked before anyone sees it, and agents run in parallel. Here is the complete workflow, step by step. Step 1. Upload your documents. Do you upload the whole script or direct scene by scene? The whole script, every time. The show Bible carried the arc. Every character with names, ages, looks, personalities, and relationships, the format specs, the tone, and each episode's locked script. It absorbed into context once and became the single source of truth for the season. An Invideo Agent returned a season plan for approval. The lesson inside the lesson: locked scripts make production fly, and open creative questions are debt you pay during generation. Step 2. Referencing. Load what you have in mind for the season. References for the look, the tone, the cast. Invideo Agent reads them in layers, each element understood in isolation, so a reference contributes its light or its mood without dragging in its whole frame. Then, the one rule of the season. What does starting from a locked base actually mean? Everything starts from a locked base, never from scratch, and when the story genuinely changes something mid-arc, the change is made against the base once. Deliberately, so intentional change and accidental drift never get confused. On our show, the lead wears a thin silver necklace from her mother in every single episode, and it exists as a written rule in the base, which is why it never once went missing. Step 3, and the references pay off as people. Invideo Agent comes back with character options built from what you loaded in Step 2. You iterate toward what you had in mind, and each approved character locks into a character sheet. How does a lead stay the same person across 100 scenes of a season? Because the sheets save to context, and Invideo Agent pulls them into every generation itself, so nobody attaches a reference 100 times. What a character sheet holds is up to your production. That it is locked into, context is the lesson. Underline this: the character sheets are the most important asset of the season. Every face in every episode traces back to them, including the hardest one. Our second lead, who lives a double life, 2 wardrobes, 2 worlds, 1 locked face that must never change between them. Step 4 of how to make a microdrama with AI, locations, and here the class usually gasps. How do you build a whole world at once? Describe every recurring location from the scripts and generate all of them at once, in variations, in parallel. Review 1, while 3 more generate. Lock the finals as the spatial anchors of the show, because the flat in episode 7 is the flat from episode 4, the same exposed brick, the same shelves of books. Step 5, and do not skip it. The plan, again, and sharper. The season plan from Step 1 came back before anything existed. Now, with character sheets and location sheets locked, ask Invideo Agent for a short plan, and it reads your scripts against everything in context, and hands back the season as a production schedule, what generates when, which assets each episode leans on. Cheapest clarity you will ever buy. Step 6. Storyboarding. Invideo Agent reads each episode's script and builds the full shot-by-shot breakdown for approval. Pacing, transitions, where to cut. Break sequences on the script's natural beats, never overpack dialogue into one 15-second generation. And for scrutinized scenes, approve a vertical storyboard frame by frame before any video exists. The honest trade, boarded scenes keep their boards and give up the happy accidents. Choose per scene. Step 7, the speed step, and how to make a microdrama with AI in 3 days lives here. Multi-agent run multiple Invideo agent sessions, each with its own workflow, talking to each other through the same context. Give them separate tasks, check their work, and ask before generation. 3 settings exist: ask before every action, ask before each generation, generate while you review. They are trades between control and speed, all of them yours. We held emotional scenes at ask before generation and let establishing coverage run while we reviewed. Step 8, production. What actually reaches you at the end? Every shot generated against the locks and checked before it reached us. The catch I show my classes is the take where our lead's face drifted in episode 6, flagged against her sheet, and regenerated before review. 3 to 4 options per shot, selects imported straight into Premiere Pro bins per episode, an upscale pass judged on faces and fabrics, subtle grain in the edit. So the verdict, one liftable sentence. A season of AI microdrama is one project, not 40 separate videos. The show Bible, the cast, and the world lock into context in Invideo Agent. Every shot is checked against them. And that is why the last episode looks like the first. If you are deciding what to build your season in, my answer as someone who teaches this daily, Invideo Agent at invideo.io, that is how to make a microdrama with AI. And now, here is an episode from the season we made with Invideo Agent.
Mum needs the transplant within 72 hours or they're moving her to palliative care. I need £50,000, Dad. I wouldn't be here if there was any other way.
Richard.
She's your wife, Dad. She was your wife for 20 years. Whatever happened between you, she doesn't deserve to die because...
She's his ex-wife, Ivy. And this family already has rather a lot on its plate without underwriting someone else's medical bills.
There might be a way, actually. Caleb Ashford, the Ashford family's bachelor, just got out of prison. Some sort of reckless driving charge, drove a car through the front of a restaurant. The family's arranged a marriage. I was supposed to go through with it. But no, not for me.
You want me to marry him?
Take my place. Saturday. The Ashfords don't care which Pharaoh girl turns up.
And the 50,000?
Marry the boy.
The contract's signed. Someone has to show up or the Ashfords sue. I'd rather it wasn't me. You'd rather Mum doesn't die.
Take it or leave it. We have dinner at 8.
Saturday?
Saturday.
You promise me you'll give me the money if I marry this man?
Of course we will. Now go on, enough of your dramatics.